Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today it is Saturday, September 17th, and it is about 2:23 p.m. right now. This is a little bit of an update, like always. A lot of my content is just very low effort. I don't really put any effort into my channel. I don't really know what to talk about right now, but I just feel like I need to keep documenting whatever I can document. This week was, I guess, better than last week. I think the last video I posted, I was kind of just not feeling good about my whole work situation, and I feel like this week was a lot better. I didn't really have any issues. I did whatever I could on my end to avoid any types of confrontation with the doctor that's been mean. And I'm just hoping that's gonna be something that will resolve on its own. If it ever does escalate into something a lot more serious, I've spoken with people and I've basically been told to document everything that's said, if it's offensive, if it's illegal in a way, because you're not supposed to discriminate against people. You're not supposed to be abusive towards people. But it happens. Work culture can be really toxic sometimes. And I don't know. It just really annoys me, to be quite honest, because I honestly just want to keep a very low profile at work. I want to come in daily. I want to have like the best attendance that I can have. I just want to get my work done. I feel very good in my documentation skills and writing. That's not an issue for me. Paperwork is never an issue for me. Working with patients has never really been much of an issue for me. For the most part, I've had my experiences before that have been rough, but I think that's what happens when you're human and you work in mental health. You're gonna go through things that are going to challenge you. It's not always the most positive experiences ever, and that's okay, because these are the types of experiences that for me have personally helped to shape me into the person that I am today and who I am becoming. But I've had to be very honest with myself and realize that I'm not happy. I have not been happy, and lately I just question myself, like, have I wasted my time? Have I wasted like my 20s? Because I turned 30 over the summer, and I don't know. I've been reflecting too much, and being back home has kind of done a lot for my mental health as well. If you hear any ringing of bells, that's my cat. He's on the loose right now. No one's really home right now. I shouldn't really say that, just in case there's like creepy people watching. But there's people that are around me that are looking out for me, so I have that for my peace of mind. There's witnesses, basically. I can't believe it's almost like October, and then it'll be November, December, and then it'll be 2023. And I don't know. I say I don't know a lot. I think I've just been in my head too much. I'm always in my head. I want to be able to get my independence back. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to apply myself and really put in the effort to open up those doors for myself, because it is possible. My parents were telling me yesterday that I can go whenever I want, and I should. I just don't really like being in Southern California because it's so expensive. And also I'm just trying to pay off a lot of things. Things have kind of shifted to a more peaceful outlook in my family. Probably because I keep myself busy a lot. So that's changed for the better. I'm listening to my cat making noises right now. He's across the table from me. It's a lot cooler today. Yes, I'm talking about the weather now. But it was really, really hot last month and last week as well. And this week it was a lot better. And today is a lot better, but then it's gonna get worse again, and I think I might just stay at some random Airbnb or hotel when it gets really hot, because it gets a little too unbearably hot in this home. And the way how this home was made, there's no central cooling, so I feel really sick when it gets really hot. What else? I feel like sooner or later I'm going to have to really go inwards and at least for myself, reflect on some things that have been really heavy on my mind for a while. I've noticed patterns, and I think it was a couple nights ago I was laying in bed and I was just freaking out like really bad, and I was like thinking to myself like, oh crap, like what if I'm the issue? And I think what I'm trying to get to is that yes, there are some things I really have to take accountability for that have led me to the present situation that I'm in right now. I know it could be a lot worse, but I want it to be better. And so I have to reflect and look back on things and take accountability for things. I'm just a bit, I don't know what the word is, dumbfounded, I don't know, just stumped in memories, because I don't know, like I remember things that occurred probably in the last few years, probably within the last 3 years. I've been trying to just reflect on what's happened. I remember like 2019 was like really bad year for me, and that's when I first started this channel. My very first video, I want to say, was in September of 2019. So yeah, it's been about 3 years. I was not in a good place. When I compare to where I was 3 years ago until now, at least I can tell myself that I am in a better place. I am safer. But the major thing that I don't even want to say that I miss it, but it's something, and it's not even just tied to that year. It's probably just tied to like me trying to find myself in my 20s, is basically my sense of independence. And I've temporarily lost my sense of independence because I'm back in my hometown. I mean, sure, I could leave. I could afford the rent, but I find it to be a giant waste of money. And so I'm just trying to formulate a plan to get myself out of here. I don't want to talk about it because I don't like drawing attention to plans. I believe in that phrase, move in silence. I feel like the more people try to talk about their plans, other people can shit on them. I've kind of been through something like this when I was like a lot younger, and I landed a really good career. I felt like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I felt like when I was a lot more vocal and I put myself out there when I was younger, and I was reaching these milestones very rapidly, I felt like there was a lot of hatred, envy from other people, like peers that I still spoke to during that time. And I felt like that screwed me over. I mean, obviously, I take accountability for making really shitty decisions during a course of years where things kind of just fell apart. Like, yeah, it looked like I had everything, but things fell apart. Traumatic shit happened. I don't want to go into it right now, but I know it's to the point where it's probably my diagnosis or something, whatever I'm experiencing mentally. Like, maybe that's what it is right now, but it's like I don't literally hear voices, but I feel like the people who gave me the evil eye, or they were envious, if they knew all the shit that happened, they'd probably be like, ha, she fucking deserved it. And that's why, like, I pretty much ended up making myself very obscure on social media. I had a very traumatic event that happened in 2015, and that's when it all started, where I felt very fragmented in myself and in my identity. I deleted all social media. I stopped talking to people. I only corresponded with very few people. I held on to some very unhealthy relationships, and some things ran their own course from 2015 up until now. There's a lot of trauma. I mean, the good thing about my job is that I have insurance now. I get to see a doctor soon and talk about this with a therapist, and yeah, that's why I feel like I struggle to speak trauma. And I was talking to my mom last night, and she was making observations, and she was like, you live in your head too much, and you live in the past too much, and that's not healthy. It's easier said than done, but it's one of those, you just gotta let it go. I mean, it's good that I'm seeking professional help, but this is something that I'm gonna have to, like, let go. And I hate admitting it to myself, but a lot of the traumatic shit that happened when I was growing up here, like in high school and even middle school, like, traumatic shit happened. In my early adulthood, when I clashed with my family members, when I lost friends, I do still live in the past, and I need to heal from it and process through it and heal from it. And I don't know. I guess what I'm just trying to say is there's some things that I really need to address. I'm in the environment that's been triggering me. I'm on good terms with my family right now, especially my mom. She's been quite a trooper listening to me. This video cuts off around the 16-minute mark, and it's almost like at 14:30-ish. So I need to wrap this up really quickly, and I'm also starting to sweat. But basically, I guess my check-in was, yeah, things are a little better at work. I didn't run into abrasive psychiatrist lady. I'm traumatized from things. Thank God I'm gonna see a psychologist or psychiatrist, I don't know, a therapist. There's a lot to unpack, but it's what's necessary to heal. So if you've gotten this far, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a good morning, noon, night, wherever, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. If you're going through good times, cherish it, because things can always change. If you're going through bad times, know that it's not going to last forever, and it's just going to make you stronger, hopefully. It may not seem like that at the moment, but it will. You'll survive it. It won't kill you. And if it does, then that sucks. But you're more than likely going to survive from it. And that's the thing about life. It's like a wheel of fortune. You have your good days and your bad days. You have your good luck and your bad luck. That's about it. Bye.